Okay, back with Timbo's fishing adventures. So I'm at the fishing shop where I got hassled last time. He's asked me to go and get the rods so he can put on, or at least suggest what I should be using. At first he was saying if I got braid, then I wouldn't have so many issues because the 12-pound line I'm using is too heavy. And I know he's right. Pretty much everything he said was right, but not everything. Because I've seen this done the way that we're doing it, and the only reason I'm using the line, well, there's two reasons. Still having flashbacks from New Year's Eve with the braid drama. So I still don't feel confident enough to waste my time and my money on braid and fluorocarbon, only to fuck it all up and have to go back down and buy some more and more, and I'm just sick of wasting money at this point. But he was saying get braid. I said, alright, show me which braid you recommend. So I went and got the rods, and with the intention of him looking at the rods and then pointing me to the braid. Not what happened. So he's at the front of the store waiting for me. I come back in from the car with the rods, and I hand them to him. And look, I'll be honest, I've got a feeling, I mean, I don't know a lot about fishing shops, but something happened as I walked in the door that I can only assume is like a massive faux pas or an absolute insult to real fishermen. Because I walked in with the two $40 rods that we have, bait casters, no less, and his mood changed quite a lot. I handed one to him, still thinking he's just going to put me to the braid that I need, and he just got into me. There's no way you can do what you're trying to do with these. If you had to come in here asking for a bait caster, there's no way I would have sold you this. I don't sell bait casters for under $200, and this is why, and it's no good. And he kept trying to point out that I should be using a spinner for this. Now, he's right, I know that, but I'm determined. I've seen it done. My mates tell me there shouldn't be any dramas, and I'm just being unlucky. I've seen so many videos now of people using all different priced bait casters, including bloody cheap ones, casting soft plastics. All I've got to do is get the lure in the water, and I can do that. I'm just trying to balance it out now. After all these dramas, I know all I need is to get the correct weight, and we're good to go. So, look, it felt like an hour. It was maybe about 8 or 9, maybe 10 minutes of him just getting stuck into me, basically without being super rude, but trying to tell me how stupid I am for trying to cast soft plastics off a bait caster. And in the end, one of the last things, like, because I was getting real sick of this by this stage, you know, I'm a pretty calm guy, but the conversation was becoming quite pointless. I could see he wasn't going to offer any more help. He just wanted to keep getting into me about it for whatever reason. So I said, well, alright, so it's no good for soft plastics. What am I supposed to do with it then? You know, it's just casting bait. And he says, at best it's just for bait. So in my head when he said that, I mean, it lost me long ago, but by that stage, what I know is, what he wanted to say is pick them up and throw them in the ocean, and that's that. So, so that was pretty much the end of the conversation. I was going to buy some soft plastics from there as well to put on, but I think at that point, I was still holding the sinkers that I needed, the bullet heads, and they're the only place that had them. But at that point, I decided that I'm not going to be going back to that store, at least not while I'm doing this little bait caster experiment, because it's just not a good experience. You know, he wasn't being rude, but as someone who's worked in customer service positions for many years, sometimes customers come in with stupid ideas, and if they want your help, it's to help with their stupid ideas, not to tell them their idea is stupid. So he decided to tell me my idea is stupid and not really help. I don't have any desire to go back into that store again, not for a long time, because I don't leave with a good feeling. I leave with a pretty bad feeling. So that's that. We walked, we left. I bought the sinkers, and I'll tell you the last part of the story and get you up to date on the next video. Thank you.